Hey all, Celadid here, and I'm about to show you the 5 things that will hopefully make a boss fight, mini boss fight, go more effectively, fast, efficient, just more enjoyable overall for you, your guild, or the players that you play with. So number 1 here on the 5 is being prepared. And what I have here is 3 bags open with all the items I feel that you will need. So we've got arrows and bolts, campfires, bandages, potions, food, and arcane essence. Now you may be wondering about the arcane essence in that mix there. I've noticed that always 1 or 2 people are a little low on the items, so if you have the money and you can bring it, help somebody out there. And food, you can never have enough food. Half the people come without buffs, half the people lose the buffs when they die at a boss, so definitely bring more food to keep that buff up. Second bag, I have potion kegs. And basically what I like to do is fight a boss in one corner, drop the kegs on the floor in the dungeon in the opposite corner. That way, if anything does go wrong, like you're fighting a boss that poisons a ton, and you run out of cures, you can just run up to the opposite end of the dungeon, fill up your potions, run back to the fight. So we have Greater Heal, Greater Cure, Total Refresh, and Magic Resist here. And those are definitely the kegs that I would suggest bringing down. The next bag is the rune bag, and I actually have them set up distance from the boss. There are definitely certain runes that are better for melee, and then certain runes that are better for just mages or your squishy characters far away from the boss, and then the line in the middle. So basically what I have here is all the melee ones up front. These are a lot of utility runes that work for both melee and ranged. So definitely keep those somewhere in the middle. The 2 purple in the back are definitely better for spellcasters. Maybe you could move one of the purple ones, which I believe is, yes, this guy right here. He reduces spell damage taken by players by 20%. You could probably move that to the middle as well. But this one basically only affects mages, so you might want to keep that in the back. I have this guy off in the corner here. Just because he's a very specific rune. He increases creature aggression towards nearby players immensely. So the effective radius is only 50% of normal, so its base is 3 tiles. So X marks the spot. That's probably where you want your melee guy, your dexer, your tank, and then base the runes around that. So then next up would be diversifying templates. And what I mean by that is I know everybody loves to bring a tamer. Tamer's their top DPS, their best farmer. Let's all bring tamers, have 20 tamers down there. And then the boss does some crazy area effect and wipes out all your pets, or all your pets are poisoned. It's great to have a little bit of everything because you've got these great buffs, like you have the bard buffs, the bard debuffs on the boss. Bards are actually huge in a boss fight. Definitely want to bring somebody with inscription or taste ID, the inscription for the runes, the taste ID for the herbal poultice, which is like one of the best buffs I feel that you can have for a boss fight. So definitely bring down like a nice like Mod Podge of different player types. Very helpful there. Number 3, I would say, is have a defined loot system before going in. Like decide, hey, these 2 people are going to loot the corpse. Everybody step back, everybody guard the door, look out, start picking up the kegs that you left, pick up people that are down, but only this person or these 2 people are going to loot. Then bring it back safely, use one of those distribution chests to pass it out to people, or have a system in place for it. It just makes everything more pleasant, and everybody feels that they're on the same field. So next is number 4 would be give people specific jobs, and that's, it just streamlines things, again makes it more efficient. So I'm always the tank pretty much. I've got the shield, I've got the sword, so basically my job when doing a boss fight is just making sure that boss stays where I want him to stay. He doesn't charge off after any other people. And then sometimes when the ads do spawn during boss fights at that 20, 40, 60, 80% mark, sometimes I'll actually taunt all the ads on me as well, just to make sure the squishy people can do what they need to do and not have to run around just trying to survive because they have ads on them. So basically, designate someone as a tank, designate someone as a healer, maybe designate someone as an ad remover. You know, hey, as soon as the ads come up, you break off and you kill the ads. And that way everybody knows what they're doing, when they're doing it, and it just makes for a much more pleasant experience. And then last but not least, number 5, communication. You know, sometimes the comms get a little crazy, and the more people you have, it gets a little even, you know, crazier. And it's hard to hear when people need stuff. So what I usually do is I talk in the third person at that point. And they're like, huh, what do you mean third person? Saladin needs a heal, you know, always, like, because if you just yell, oh my god, I need a heal, nobody knows who you are, where you are, what you're doing. You know, I still don't have everybody's voice memorized in my head. So sometimes I'll even add the color of my clothing, like I'm all in green, so I'm like, Saladin green, I need a heal, you know, Saladin green, ads on me, and they at least know. So I would say always refer to yourself in third person when it's a very busy boss fight or mini boss fight. Wear a very specific color, something obvious on your character, and then the need, what you're calling out for, and try to keep comms clean and clear other than that. And I hope those 5 things help you with your boss and mini boss fight. If you like this video, my name is Saladid, Saladid. The layout that you see here is much like my Twitch, so check me out over there. Hope you enjoyed, hope this helped you out, and have a pleasant time in UO Outlands.